my name is Max, and I took up plate spinning when I was at the Bluegrass Festival. This is Axe Maxx. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Axe Maxx, the show where you give me questions and I give you answers. Before we get started, it's time to announce the results of last week's weekly poll question. Last week's question was, if given the chance, who or what would you wipe off the face of the earth? The options were mosquitoes, Rebecca Black, or the cast from Jersey Shore. And the most voted answer was the mosquitoes. I'm honestly not surprised. Screw mosquitoes. All they do is suck your blood and spread around the West Nile virus. Alright then, time to answer some questions. Dan Cotton writes, Dear Max, what made you start the show? That's a very good question, Dan. Allow me to explain. It all started back in high school, during my freshman year. I joined my high school's weekly TV show called H-Vision, and there I did my own small segment of interviews called Max's Minute. Ever since my first episode, everybody in my high school started noticing me. They demanded more Max's Minute. So during my freshman and sophomore year, I did my best to release as many Max's Minute episodes as I could, and people just loved it. However, during my junior year, H-Vision went under some serious changes. Long story short, I couldn't do Max's Minute anymore. And that bummed out a lot of people. So after I graduated high school, I thought to myself, man, if only I could do something like Max's Minute, but at my own spare time and at home. Then I thought to myself, hey, maybe instead of doing a show where I ask them questions, maybe I should do a show where they ask me questions. And from that idea, Ask Max was born. This next question is from Carl Edler, and he writes, Dear Max, how much World of Warcraft do you play on a daily basis? Actually, Carl, I don't play World of Warcraft. You see, I'm much more of a console gamer, if you catch my drift. Kevin McAnally writes, Dear Max, could Jesus heat up a burrito so hot that he himself could not eat it? Hey, if we're talking about Jesus, anything is possible. Joe Osifchak writes, Dear Max, is this real life? That depends. Did you take the blue pill or the red pill? Welcome to the Matrix. This next question is from Chelsea Ann Deal, and she writes, Dear Max, why is there braille dots on a drive-up ATM machine? Well, Chelsea, I have my own theories of why that might be, but I think my friend John Gavin already answered your question pretty well. Luke Treader writes, Dear Max, do you keep the ketchup in the refrigerator or in the cabinet? Both. I always make sure that I have a backup supply of ketchup, because I love ketchup. Ryan William writes, Dear Max, have you ever had shoes without shoestrings? Actually, yes. I owned a pair of Velcro sneakers when I was in elementary school. Those were such simpler times. Kyle Posgar writes, Dear Max, whose commercials are more corny, McDonald's or Olive Garden? I have to say Olive Garden. Even though McDonald's still uses their phrase, I'm loving it, at least they changed things up a lot in the last few years. For instance, they got rid of Ronald McDonald, and for the most part, at least McDonald's are trying new things with their commercials. I mean, one time they actually hired Rhett and Link from YouTube to do a McDonald's commercial, which personally I think is just awesome. Olive Garden's commercials are always corny. Whenever our family gets together, we always go to Olive Garden, because when we're here, we're family. That crap's so corny they grow it in Iowa. This next question is from Shannon412 on YouTube, and she writes, Dear Max, what is the secret to life? The secret to life is learning how to balance work and play. You have to work when you need to so that you can provide for your family and put food on the table. But on the other side, you need to know when to play and have fun so you can explore new venues and try things you haven't tried before. The secret to life is balance. You have to do work when you need to and have fun when you want to. That's all the time we have for today. But if you still have questions that you think I can answer, then please leave a comment down below on YouTube or go on my Facebook group, Ask Max. And if you do go on my Facebook group, you can then answer today's weekly poll question. Today's question, Who's better, pirates or ninjas? Vote for your response by going on the Facebook group Ask Maxx on Facebook.com. See you next time, guys. This is Max, signing off.